afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of. We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of. Yeah, this is Everton Blender, and it's all about the young police from Jamaica, seeing Young Police Channel. Big up yourself, Everton Blender said that. We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of.
Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police Channel. To our loyal viewers, subscribers and Patreon member. At the channel, we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because they save lives. This is a logical conclusion because preemptive strikes save lives and prevent the further loss of lives. We are all about saving lives at this channel. We at the channel aid criminals with a passion and do not want them over here. We do not want your views, your subscriptions, your likes or your comments. Please go elsewhere where the red carpet is waiting for you. Over here, we want you to go to prison or the departure lounge at Madden. Yeah, so moving on to today's video. Remember that this channel is a channel that's celebrating farmers. We do believe that informers must live and every killers must go straight to the departure lounge. We don't even believe in prison because if you take a life of someone willfully, without justification, that's where you should belong. The same rights that you want, that's the same rights that your victim supposed to enjoy. So moving on to today's video. Yeah, so today we're going to talk about Karen Cross. If you know Karen Cross, you know that Karen Cross is an hero. And when I say that, I say it without any apologies because what Karen Cross have done, most men in Jamaica would not even think about it because she's unafraid. And you have to give her credit. As we say in every society, women are the one who lead. Even when they come on to their children and stuff like that, they guide them in the right direction. And Karen Cross is the epitome of a Jamaican patriot. You have seen where she have exposed corruption, criminality in a PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization, and she's a voice of truth from within the belly of corruption. Once a loyal supporter, activist and voter for the PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization, Karen Cross now stand as one of the most courageous truth tellers in Jamaica's political landscape. Her transformation from insider to whistleblower has made her one of the most effective voice exposing corruption, the deception and hypocrisy deeply embedded within the ranks of a party that's once prided itself on progressivism, but has instead become synonymous with criminality and betrayal of the Jamaican people. If you're a PNP LGBTQ plus supporter, there's no doubt in my mind that you're a person who is a depraved mind person, lack decency, ethics, loyalty in every way. That's how it is. So you have to give thanks for life. And the most important thing is that we as Jamaicans, as people, we respect ourselves. If you don't respect yourself now, don't expect another person to respect you because you have given up on yourself. If you have no decency, ethics, truthfulness or decency in you, that means you're just a corruption, a corrubungus and a dirty bungle. And most of the people who voted for the PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization in the last election, these are the same people, dirty bungles, because the PNP already showcased what they want the children to be. Drug dealers, go to prison, criminal. They have went as far now. That's why we have a convicted criminal, twice convicted court dealer in our Jamaican parliament. And the people voted for him, Paul Buchanan. That goes to show that shame, you can't shame the shameless. So moving on. So Karen Cross is not speaking from hearsay or rumor. She speaks from experience, from years of seeing the inner workings of a political movement that traded moral integrity for power and the truth for manipulation. Her courage to stand against her former comrades, knowing full well the threats and smear campaigns that would follow, is a testament to her patriotism and commitment to justice. A woman armed with facts and fearlessness. In the latest video, Karen Cross does what few dare to do. She confronts a delusional narrative head on. A man she addresses is one who ran against the Prime Minister Andrew Holness and lost. That man's name is Paul Buchanan. Yet in his mind, the numbers, the votes, and the will of the people mean nothing. He clings to the illusions of grandeur, blind to the reality that the Jamaican people have rejected him and the corrupt ideology he represents. Karen Cross dismantles his arrogance with precision and logic. Her message is not just to him, but to all the Jamaicans who have deceived by political propaganda. She reminds the nation that democracy is measured not by noise or manipulation, but by the mandate of the people, and the people have spoken. So the reality check Jamaica need: did Karen Cross represent the conscience of a betrayed movement? A woman who once believed in the ideals of fairness and equality and justice, but discovered the truth that the PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization is the network built on greed, exploitation and lies. She understands their tactics, the fake moral posturing, the character assassinations, the manufactured outrage, because she once walked among them. Now she exposes them, not out of hatred, but out of love for country. Her voice resonates with the ordinary Jamaican who's tired of deception. Her message cut through political allegiance and reminds citizens that no party is above accountability. When Karen Cross speaks, people listen, because it is not gossip, it's testimony. She is the living proof that integrity still exists, even among those who once stood behind the wrong flag. As I've stated before and I've stated again, some people that I help promote Karen Cross, I don't know about that, but I know that her materials then and now is very, very important to the Jamaican people. Knowledge is power, and you keep it to yourself. Some people believe that when you're on YouTube, if you promote another person, you are doing a dishonor to yourself. If you educate people about someone's content, is because you, as a person, you are genuine and you like what the person is doing. So, if you're whatever you are doing and you know what you're all about, people will stay. If not, people will gravitate to who you have promoted them to. And you understand. And it has nothing to do with loyalty, because in this world, loyalty is loyalty is not given. Loyalty is something we earn. So Karen Cross' journey teaches an important lesson. Redemption begins with truth. The PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization don't have none of that. They already showed the Jamaican people, April 29th, 2025, that they are against the police force. 403,000 of them voted for the PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization, and that's where we're at right now. Many Jamaicans have seen corruption and said nothing out of fear of tribal loyalty, but Karen Cross chose to break her silence, knowing the personal cost. Her courage has inspired others to re-examine their loyalty to individuals and instead commit to principles. Whether or not you want to believe it, Karen Cross is braver than many people who are on YouTube and all over. Because she don't hide. Karen Cross, yeah man, Karen Cecilia Cross, she don't hide. You understand? She, and every day so you know what she look like. And she not scared. And you have to give her up. She deserves a national award for standing up for Jamaica. Her words to the field political contender are not just a reality check for him. They are a reality check for Jamaica. They force us to look at the facts, to see beyond the propaganda, and recognize who is truly working for the people and who is working for themselves. Karen Cross has emerged as a symbol of courage and clarity in a political culture drowning in deceit. Her effectiveness comes not from political ambition, but from authenticity. The woman is like a sun ray. She does expose the darkness and the rat within. She's the rarest commodity in Jamaican politics today. She speaks with authority, one who has seen it all, and the sincerity of one who wants better for our country. In standing up to those who twist facts and deny reality, she reminds every Jamaican, truth does not lose election, corruption does. So, as you listen to Karen Cross' latest message, remember this: she's not merely confronting a man who refused to accept defeat. She's confronting an entire system of lies, and in doing so, she reminds us that power to change Jamaica begins with courage, honesty, and the will to face the truth. So now you watch, you listen, and you decide. First, I want you to take subscribe to this channel that we have. United we win, divided we lose. And then after that, you'll hear Karen Cross a take down Paul Buchanan. Boy, you hear something. I never hear them something. I say, boy, the man is ugliest man to eat ice cream. So you watch, you listen, you decide. Karen Cross in our own words. Yes, before I start today's video, I'm just asking you, members of the Jamaica Young Police channel, to subscribe to this channel. United we win, that divided we lose. Because once we unite as a people, they can't beat us. It doesn't matter who they are. They can't oppress us or brainwash us with their lies to tell us that up is down and down is up. We know that in this world, most people worship money, but we worship God, because money is only of this world. And people hate you when you speak the truth. So, moving on.
Mr. Buchanan in my place tonight. Let's look a bit. Not going hard at him. I knew he was up to no good from the day that he became the candidate. He came to my ice cream shop and he buy the usual $1,000 cup of coconut and him stand up there and eat it and chatting away because that's his favorite pastime. And I'm just leaning there on the counter just listening to him chatting away. And he said something that he repeated a number of times leading up to the elections. But the first time I heard him say it, I don't know if he had said it before he actually came to my shop. But the first time he said that when this election is over, the JLP is going to need to find a new leader. And I said to him, because is he going to talk? I barely can get a word in, so I said, why not? And he said, well, he's going to lose. I said, who that? And he said, Andrew is going to lose, I'm going to beat him. And I paused and I said to him, maybe you need to give me the link to that universe that you are conjuring up in your head, where you think you can beat Andrew Ernest and he walk around the shop with him ice cream, think, with him ugly face, and the moon talk is the ugly and get. When I eat ice cream, trust me, he's the ugliest man I ever see eat ice cream. I kid you not. And I said to him, is that your stump switch? I mean, JLP is going to need a new leader, because that, I'm going to say, it's just something you're saying to get votes, isn't it? Because you know you can't beat Andrew Ernest. I can beat Andrew Ernest. We have exclusive there. He has this. We have that. and he has always been able to outmaneuver and outsmart us. He cannot outsmart me. I am one of the smartest, ugliest man. No, sir. May I add the ugly to it? But I'm one of the smartest man in politics. You know, when he left the ice cream shop that night, we had a war room meeting. And I said to the war room, you know, said this damn ugly fool is going to be a problem. and heaven, God in heaven, I said, you know, said this damn ugly fool is going to cause problem. And the war room asked me, where me chat? She said, she dismissing. She dismissing. Yes, I them. And can't cause a problem. So only have at least a 3,000 vote outnumbered PNP now West Central. And they made all kind of argument, which were factual argument, yes. But them never get to me and say everything, say, it will cause problem. So because I knew from then that it's going to cause problem, I decided on a strategy that I know would totally work. Totally work. The strategy was to first of all keep track of him, see where him do, which part him go, where him up to. And the only way to do that was to get some young women and employ their services to be with him. This is something that should be, that I have to reveal, you know. Because if I walk out and say him win and we teeth him, and when him said that, it now includes me because I voted for the Prime Minister. But I never imagined in my wildest dreams that this effort to keep track of him would have yielded such good. I mean, I get some reports on a daily basis, it's not funny. Not going to tell you some of the reports that I got. But here was these two young ladies. One, I didn't know none of them come from him just assume that they are from West Central St. Andrew. That's the level of his ugly stupidity. Because him love young girl and him ugly and a woman don't want him because him short. Because if you're ugly and tall, that could work him. You know, I mean, you could carry home a tall, ugly man to your yard and introduce him. Carrying home a short, ugly man is not going to work because him short and him ugly. So women who naturally are attracted to him. So you have to pony up, so to speak. The uglier you are, the more benefits.
Now that you have listened to Karen Cross, yeah, good evening, my fellow Jamaicans, both at home and in the diaspora. Now tonight you have listened to Karen Cross, who was once deep inside the belly of the beast, a woman who saw the corruption, the deceit and the hypocrisy of the so-called PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization up close. Yes, Karen Cross was there. So Karen Cross roast Paul Buchanan, the funniest political reality check in Jamaica. When it comes to political comedy rooted in truth, Karen Cross has once again proven that she is unmatched. In her latest commentary, she looked directly and aimed at Paul Buchanan, a former member and loyalist of the PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization, and what followed was a moment that had Jamaicans laughing until their bellies hurt. Karen, a woman who has evolved from political insider to outspoken truth teller, gave a first-hand account that exposed not just the arrogance of certain politicians, but the comedy of their delusions, with her usual mix of candor and humor. She told a story that perfectly captured the out-of-touch mindset of those who believe they can fool the people. Karen recalled an unforgettable day when Paul Buchanan, in all his self-confidence, strolled into her ice cream shop. The man was there enjoying a scoop, bragging about how he was going to defeat Prime Minister Andrew Holness in the general election on September 3rd, 2025. She looked at him and couldn't help but laugh. How on earth, she wondered, Was this man planning to pull off some political miracle when the Prime Minister held a commanding lead of more than 4,000 votes in his constituency? It was a kind of bold, delusional talk that only a true political dreamer could deliver with a straight face. Karen's hilarious description of Buchanan in true Karen Cross style, she painted a picture so vivid that the entire internet couldn't help but laugh. She said with her signature fire and sarcasm that Paul Buchanan might just be the ugliest man she had ever seen eating ice cream. Why that order easy there? She didn't meant it out of cruelty. It was her way of showing how ego and self-delusion often blinds politicians who mistake loud talk for leadership. According to Karen, it wasn't just his looks that made the story funny. It was the confidence behind it. Here was a man short in stature and full of himself, convincing everyone around him that he was on his way to unseat a sitting Prime Minister. A lesson warped and wrapped in laughter. Karen's storytelling brilliance lies in how she uses humor to reveal truth. Behind the laughter was a sharp political observation. Some of these so-called political heavyweights are living in their own echo chambers. They overestimate their influence and underestimate the intelligence of the Jamaican people. Karen's story reminded everyone that politics is not a fancy league. You cannot win an election with self-praise, false bravado, or empty promises. Especially not against a proven leader with a strong record and people's confidence. Her unfiltered take on vanity and politics, Karen went further to deliver a singing punchline that many Jamaicans found brutally honest. She remarked, the uglier some men are, the more money they have to spend to get attention, because they can't win hearts the natural way, through charisma, confidence, or charm. Her words struck like a comedic thunderbolt. Funny, yes, but layer with truth. It was her way of calling out the shallow arrogance of politicians who try to buy admiration rather than earn it. Why this moment matters? Karen Cross humor is not just entertainment, it's political education through laughter. She has mastered the art of mixing comedy with conscience, making serious points in ways that resonate with ordinary Jamaicans. By sharing that light-hearted but revealing story, she highlighted a deeper message that the PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization continue to breed individuals who mistake ego for intellect and vanity for vision. Karen's words serve as both comedy and caution, a reminder that real leadership is about service, not showmanship, substance, or not spectacle. So whether you laugh, shake your head, or both, one thing is clear: Karen Cross is fearless. She exposes hypocrisy not just with facts, but with the kind of humor that connects to the Jamaican spirit, raw, witty, and real. And when she described Paul Buchanan's ice cream escapade, the entire island could picture it, a perfect symbol of political absurdity. Her storytelling leaves a message ringing in everyone's mind. If you can't beat the Prime Minister at the polls, maybe it's time to stop boasting over ice cream and start reflecting in the mirror. So what she did was to get two women to sit in Paul's face. Let me tell you, boy, it just sad. But we can tell you that Karen Cross, fearless. She's one of the best women when it come on to telling the Jamaican people the truth. We know that the PNP LGBTQ plus is a criminal organization. All they do is breed chinks like criminals. And they encourage your son, your daughter to become criminals or indulge in criminality. Have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica, Young Police Channel out.